Hey, you Snapchat and YouTube and bastards. Welcome back to another enchanting installment of the Friday Wrap-Up. Thanks for stopping back. I hope you enjoyed the opening music. That was Nathaniel Ratecliffe and the Night Sweats. Good song. For my YouTubers, sorry you couldn't hear it, but listen, I suggest you go on YouTube, put in Nathaniel Ratecliffe and the Night Sweats. He's got some good stuff, some good tunes, some good jams to rock out to. So, we got another big week, okay? It was a fucking crazy week, if anything. YouTube update, subscribers are up. I think we're almost at 50, but, that's good. But like I said, the goal is to get to about 1,000 by September. So, Snapchat Army, YouTube Army, go ahead, tweet those links out, share them on Facebook, email them to friends, text them out, Get the links to the channel out to everybody. Tell all your friends, everyone. Stop strangers in the street. Tell them, hey, listen, you want to hear some good shit? Go to this channel. Go to the Tommy G channel and check it out. See what's up. Okay, well, tonight's cocktail is brought to you by the good people at Bullet Bourbon. Whiskey cocktails don't get the proper love that they need in the summer. Now, me, I'm a purist when it comes to bourbon and whiskey. I like it either straight up or on the rocks. But every so often, I enjoy a nice bourbon cocktail, a whiskey cocktail. And tonight's cocktail is a classic, a Kentucky classic, I might add. It's a mint julep. So check it out. Here it is. Isn't that nice? Isn't that pretty? Look at that. See? Very refreshing. Now, pretty simple cocktail, probably one of the simplest ones you can make. I'll tell you how to do it, of course. First, get some good bourbon. Bullet, Knob Creek, Jim Beam, Booker's, whatever you like. You take a rocks glass, you get a couple of mint leaves, you tear them up, you throw them in the bottom. You put about a half a shot of simple syrup, muddle it pretty good, okay? Then you add about 2 ounces of your favorite bourbon, a lot of crushed ice, couple of dashes of bitters. Give it a good stir until it frosts up. Garnish it with a mint leaf. Cold, refreshing, and delightful. There you go. Azalud. So what's up this week? Well, first off, I haven't given you guys an update on the construction situation of my house. Okay, some of you new people probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about. My landlord decided to redo the whole upstairs of the house. Okay, so she had pretty much half of Mexico City here. And they were banging and pounding and going all fucking kinds of ass wild crazy upstairs for about 4 months. Okay, whatever length of the whole fucking quarantine was, I had construction here. Okay, oh, it was marvelous. It would start at like fucking 7 o'clock in the morning. It would go all the way to 6 o'clock at night. I used to hear Telemundo upstairs, all kinds of shit. So, needless to say, they finally are finished. It took them over 4 months to redo 4 rooms. So, you do the math. But what this rocket scientist did was she had all the fucking soundproofing ripped out of the upstairs. So now, I hear everything up there. Which means they could probably hear me too. So she gets the wrap up without actually having to subscribe to YouTube or Snapchat. But, it's so bad that she starts stomping at like 7 o'clock in the morning. This bitch walks like a fucking Clydesdale. The whole goddamn ceiling shakes. Okay, on top of that, I can hear every single conversation. I can hear her sweeping. As a matter of fact, I heard her fart the other day. Okay? So, lately this week, she's been having family over for company. So I hear all kinds of shit up there. Okay, today she's got company. Whoever came, they brought a little baby with them. Now, not that I got anything against kids. I love kids, especially other people's kids, because I don't have to pay for their college tuition. I can just send them home. But who the fuck wants to hear a baby crying and cooing and doing all kinds of fucking baby shit on a Friday night? Do I need this shit? I mean, seriously. And on top of that, whenever she has people in the backyard, she likes to board up my windows so that I can't see who's back there. Like I give a fuck. Anyhow, so that's what's going on over here tonight. So, Corona update. Our favorite friend, Governor Nostrils, okay, Mr. Cuomo. And I told you guys this was going to fucking happen. I said this weeks ago. Uncle Tommy made this prediction. God damn it, I was right. So, Governor Nostrils made a decree that alcohol in restaurants cannot be served unless food is ordered. Now, let me explain. You see, he did did this mainly because of New York City. Because, fucking Mayor Muppet Fingers, Kermit Hands, can't seem to get out of his own goddamn way. So what happened was, you got all this outdoor dining, you got and people are crowding the streets, and they're just hanging out. They're not really ordering food. They're going to restaurants and bars, and they're just getting plastered. Like nothing's going on. Like the world isn't broken. Like China didn't fuck everything up. Okay, then they're just having a good time, hanging out, all kinds of shit. So because of that, to limit the spread of the coronavirus, he's now making a decree, and it's statewide, it's not just New York City, that restaurants cannot just have people hanging out and drinking. So like on Long Island, for example, right? Restaurants and bars are allowed to have indoor patrons at a 50% capacity. So you know what they did is they put these partitions up along the bar. So like every 6 feet, there's like a clear partition. So you can actually walk up to the bar, sit down and order a cocktail, and people are fucking hanging out. So to limit the spread, like I said, he's now saying that you can't have people just sitting outside of the table or just hanging out and just drinking. There has to be food involved. Okay? So next thing is going to be a fucking time limit on the tables. All right? Now, if a restaurant is caught just letting people drink, okay, they will be fined. Their restaurant will be listed on the state website as being, as being egregious as far as social distancing rules go. And three strikes, you lose your liquor license. Now, in some cases, if the first offense is very egregious, they'll yank the liquor license right away. Like I said, they did this mainly because of New York City, because Kermit Fingers refuses to fucking enforce anything because he's new to the NYPD. Okay? And subsequently, now it's statewide. So there you go. Like I said, next thing is going to be fucking time limits on the tables. Watch. Maybe a 2-hour limit tops. At Boston, they throw you out. Okay? So like I said, you heard it here first. Now, in addition to that, our esteemed governor has passed additional legislation. Now, state police can be sued civilly if somebody feels that their rights were infringed upon. Now, I don't know how I feel about this. Okay? Granted, there are a lot of cops that abuse the badge. It's nothing I haven't said before. But on the same coin, there's a lot of cops that don't abuse the badge. Okay? So, whether someone's rights are infringed upon is really up to interpretation. So typically what will happen here is if you feel that your rights are infringed upon, you bring a suit against the department. In this case, it would be the state police. And the state police would cover their offices, and the state troopers would be covered under the state police's insurance policy vicariously. Now that's not going to happen. Now troopers can be sued personally. So, how many fucking people you think are going to stay within the state police if that happens? Okay? New York City's following suit. Our fearless mayor, Mayor Muppet Hands, has also stated the same thing. Badge numbers must be visible at all times. Complaints can be filed with the city, some city office, and NYPD soon, not yet, but soon, will be responsible civilly. Again, if I'm a cop, I'm bouncing. I'm not putting up with this shit. So, it's going to get fun, folks. Wait. The crime rate in New York City currently is at a fucking all-time high. Okay? Here's a funny thing. The mayor disbanded these plainclothes units that were in these rough... to appease the people in these rough neighborhoods who said the plainclothes cops were assholes, they were rough, they were being dickheads. Okay, again, up to interpretation. Now, the same people that wanted the plainclothes units out of the neighborhoods are now complaining that their neighborhoods aren't fucking safe and they want the cops back. So make up your fucking mind, all right? I mean, it's either one or the other. I mean, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. So, there's that. I'm telling you, kids, it's going to get fucking nuts. Ooh, goddamn, girl, that gonna put some hair on your peaches. That shit is potent. That's some good stuff. I suggest you definitely try making a mint julep. I know it sounds a little fancy, but it gets the job done, I'll tell you that. So, here's another Corona update. Walmart and Target, Walmart especially, are now requiring people to wear masks in order to come in. I guess it was fucking optional before. Okay? But this is a company-wide thing, so it's going national. All right? That anybody who goes into a Walmart is required to wear a face covering. However, covering your ass, literally, is optional. Have you ever been in a Walmart? Have you seen these fucking mutants? It's like it's like they escaped from some kind of alternate dimension, or like a short bus pulled up and let them all out. I mean, these people, their clothes are tree sizes too small. Their asses are hanging out. Their fucking bellies are hanging out. You know, that's just revolting. I'm sorry. It's revolting. I don't mean to fucking... I'm not fat shaming people. It's just that, listen. Hey, I don't walk around in fucking spandex. You know why? Nobody needs to see that. Okay? Why the fuck is your ass, your entire... I mean, seriously, why is your entire ass and gut hanging out of your clothes? Who the fuck wants to see this? Okay? Disney World is also reopening. But you got to make a reservation, it's limited capacity, and you got to wear a face mask. But what fucking mutant? What Momo is thinking, oh, this is the great time to go to the Magic Kingdom. We can see Mickey Mouse and Pocahontas and all... Oh, wait, Pocahontas ain't there, because that could be racist. That could be, infringing upon Native Americans. So maybe Pocahontas taking a vacation. She's taking a siesta. But who wants to go? And then half of the shit is closed or limited. I mean, but why would you think going to any kind of a theme park now is a good idea? People are sneezing on things, touching them, they're sweating, they're touching themselves, they're rubbing it all over shit. What are they going to do? Sterilize Space Mountain every time somebody goes on it? These are the fucking people that should get corona, okay? The ones that go, oh, I think it's a good idea to get on a plane right now during the pandemic and go to the Magic Kingdom. Florida's got the highest level of corona cases right now, currently. And people wondering, people thinking, let's go to Disney World. Disney World in Hong Kong, closed again. There's a big fucking surprise. Okay? Why anything in China would even open up right now, I don't even know. It still boggles my mind why people still go into Chinese restaurants and order Chinese food. Settle down. I'm not being racist against the Chinese people. But the fact is, a lot of the stuff that you see in a Chinese takeout joint comes from China. Okay? Now, granted, a lot of shit in the world comes from China, but this stuff is just like direct. Okay? So, we don't know where the FDA lands on this shit. I mean, I wouldn't trust an egg roll right now, okay? Unless I fucking made it. And making Chinese food is pretty easy. I'm sure I will be doing a cooking show in the near future, and I'll show you how to do a couple little takeout favorites so you can scratch that little Oriental itch you got. Okay? So, on an up note, Major League Baseball is coming back this weekend with spring training games. Okay? So the Mets and the Yankees will be facing off at 7 o'clock on Saturday. That should be a fucking no-brainer right there. I mean, sorry, Mets fans, but and the Phillies and the Nats will be playing at 6 o'clock. All right, so those should be two good games. Yankees, Mets, 7 o'clock, and Phillies and Nats at 6. So I'm looking forward to that. I haven't seen a baseball game since last year. I'm getting. I mean, you might as well get it out of your system now, because one person sneezes and that's it. They're going to contaminate the whole, and then it's fucking game over. All right. So there's that. Well, all aboard! Crazy Train's leaving the station. So, what's next? The Redskins, the Washington Redskins, have announced that they will be sharing the new name of the team on Monday. And the reason that they're waiting until Monday is because there's some people apparently that, registered or copywrote a few potential names. Like the Redskins were kicking around the idea of the Warriors or the Red Tails, which is a nod to the Tuskegee Airmen of World War II. And I think they had something else. I mean, maybe the Arrowheads. Who the fuck knows? And I sat back and I said to myself, well, what would be a couple of good potential names for the Redskins to change their name to? And I thought maybe the Pussy Feathers. If you go with the name Pussy Feathers, you could leave the feathers on the helmet and just put a big vagina on the side. Then I thought maybe the eunuchs, okay, where you could actually have a dick with a tomahawk going through it. Isn't that nice? Okay? And then it hit me like a fucking bolt of lightning. The best goddamn name for this team, and they can even keep the colors. You ready for it? Buckle up, kids. The Trumps. Yep, you heard me. The Washington Redskins should change their name to the Washington Trumps. You could replace the symbol of the Indian with a profile of Donald Trump's face. It actually fits the dimensions. On the front of the helmet, they could put MFGA, making football great again. Okay? If that doesn't piss off the liberals, I don't know what will. Okay? Plus, I'm pretty sure the president would go. He does kind of like putting his name on stuff. So, I'm just saying. That would be a great idea for the name. Now, speaking of crazy, let's chat a little bit about our friend Nick Cannon. You know, Mariah Carey's ex-husband, who's like 12 or 13. You know, I think his nuts just dropped. Now, again, I'll preface this by saying the following, okay? Until you guys get tired of hearing me say it, but a lot of my YouTubers are still new people that are just logging on, you know, maybe they didn't get a chance to go through all the other videos. I don't have a racist bone in my body. I hate everyone equally. That said, I kept hearing on the news all week that Nick Cannon was on a podcast and he made some racially charged comments. They said he made anti-Semitic comments. So I searched Google to actually view the video, because I won't comment on it unless I actually saw it myself, because I don't believe shit that's on the news. And I couldn't find the whole video. All I found was just a clip of it. It's about 1.5 to 2 minutes. And in that 1.5 to 2 minutes, Nick Cannon's talking to some guy, and it was a pro-black podcast, which there's nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem with that at all. They're just basically talking about current race situations, black people, white people, that type of shit. I didn't hear any kind of anti-Semitic remarks, okay? So if somebody has the entire video that shows this, please send it to me, because I'd love to see it. So basically, all I did see, okay, was Nick Cannon and this other guy. They were just talking about, black people, how, they're melanated. How the melanin in their skin automatically makes them more compassionate. And because white people, and I'm paraphrasing now, but because white people don't have melanin in their skin, or as much melanin, I mean, I can't say that I don't, I'm Italian, I got like a half a dose, because they don't have as much melanin in their skin, that they're basically animals and savages, or they're the real animals and savages. Now, I'm not a fucking snowflake. I don't get offended by shit. If that's his opinion about white people, fine. I could give a fuck less. You know what I did? I laughed and I clicked off. And I didn't really give it a second thought. Okay? I'm a firm believer. If you got an opinion, yeah, all right, great. Good for you. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got them. Nobody really wants to fucking hear them. Okay? So, this is his take on white people. Fine. Now, if we weren't in such a fucking snowflake society where everybody, I wouldn't even mention it. Because again, I don't give it a second thought. That's his opinion. I labeled him an asshole. A melanated moron is what I called him. Not a racial term. Okay? And I just clicked off and let it go. But, here's my point. If a white person went on to a podcast and said similar comments about someone who's black, and again, I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't agree with that either, okay? I don't agree with Nick Cannon saying it. I don't agree with a white person saying it about a black person, okay? But if a white person went on, like let's say fucking David Dukes. I mean, he says some crazy shit, okay? He's an asshole. I get it. But if he said something like that, or if any kind of other celebrity, I won't even use David Dukes, I use another celebrity, okay? Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks gets on a fucking podcast and he says something similar to that, the world would erupt in fury. This man would never work again. He'd have to be blowing people under the fucking Lincoln Tunnel for $5 Okay? So, and again, and here's what happened to Nick Cannon. Nothing. He lost his MTV job, that wild and out stupid ass show that he had, because they said he made anti-Semitic remarks. I didn't hear one fucking comment about Jews. Okay? But he did manage to keep his main moneymaker, he's the host of The Masked Singer. The guy's quoting Louis Farrakhan, who's a known fucking terrorist, sympathizer. He wears turbans, for Christ's sake. I mean, the guy's out of his fucking bird. I mean, he married Mariah Carey and stayed with her for a while, so that's gotta fuck your brain up too. You know, those high pitched screams, it's gotta kill brain cells. But my point is this: everyone's entitled to their opinion, right? So if somebody makes a comment like that towards, if a white person makes a comment like that towards any other race, not just black, but Hispanic, Asian, Chinese, whatever, the world would go fucking bananas. Okay, fine. But he does it, and not a whole hell of a lot happened. Now, I'm not saying the guy should lose his job. I don't want to see the fucking guy lose his job. That's his opinion, fine. That his opinion shouldn't it shouldn't hurt his livelihood, is what I'm saying. Okay? If you still want to watch the guy, you fucking watch him. You don't want to watch him, don't fucking watch him. If the ratings drop, then you fire him. But because we're in this kind of a society where somebody says something that someone doesn't like, they can't just fucking walk it off. They got the whole world's gotta implode. They gotta fire this one, and then he can't do this, and then he can't do that, and then he's an asshole, he's this, he's that. What's with the fucking double standard? Okay? Either have the same standard for both sides of the equation, or no standard at all. Personally, I'm a fan of no standard. I don't think the guy should lose his... But, at the same time, if we're going to talk about equality, then let's just level the fucking playing field. Okay? I mean, look, I don't agree with all these sensitive fucking assholes out there. Everything offends someone. You can't even say midget anymore without someone getting offended. Look here, the whole shit with the Redskins, right? Okay? You know they did a fucking poll with Native Americans. They did it in 2003, 2006, and they did the last one in 2016, where they polled Native Americans about the name of the Washington Redskins. Okay? And 9 out of 10 of them said, yeah, we don't have a fucking problem with it. Okay? Same with all the players that played for the Washington Redskins, which all said, it's racist. Okay. But you cashed your fucking paycheck, didn't you? It wasn't too racist that when you saw it on your check, you went, pay me, bitch. Okay? Same with Nick Cannon. He doesn't like white people, that's fine. That's his opinion. But if his employers are white, which I don't know if they are, they're not. I'm going to guess that they are. But he doesn't have a problem cashing the check and taking the money. So my point is this. Okay? If you really want to make a stand, okay, simple. Get our attention. Get everyone's attention, not just ours. I don't lump myself into that. I play devil's advocate. Don't cash your checks. Refuse them. Let's see that happen. Okay? So I'm not buying into this whole systemic racism shit. I'm going to say this. Yes, there are racist people. Yes, there are bigoted people. People have all kinds of opinions about all kinds of things. Okay? There's not much you can do to stop that shit, okay? But let's just stop fucking making it a goddamn federal situation. Let's stop making it the main focus of everything. It's a podcast. This is just keeps snowballing, and the more people cave, okay, the worse it's going to get. Now, listen to me. I'm not saying that that organizations should go out of their way to offend people. No, but I mean, here, take the Cleveland Indians for a minute. They've been the Cleveland Indians since the 20s. How is that an offensive name? All right, so they got a little Indian guy on the thing, but again, same poll with Native Americans. 9 out of 10 said we don't have a problem with it. One person said we don't like it. So we got to change the fucking name of the team. Cleveland's looking to change the name. Okay? I do tip my hat to the Chicago Blackhawks, who said, no, we ain't changing the name of the fucking team. Gotta love Chicago. Okay? Same with the Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves said the same thing. No, we're not going to change that. they are going to look into revising or discouraging fans from doing the tomahawk chop, because that's like a chant that they do during a game. You know, when somebody knocks a fucking grand slam in or knocks a home run in, they go, oh, they make they simulate a tomahawk coming down. Now look, again, these teams have fans from all races, all walks of life. Okay, so I can't see too many of the fans going, yeah, I don't like this team, it's offensive. What's next? You know what I mean? Like, we got to figure out a way to draw the fucking line in the sand and go, stop this shit. Okay? What's next? Are the Yankees going to offend the masturbators of the world? We're going to have to change the name of that team? Okay? You can't say Bronx Bombers anymore? The terrorists get offended? What the fuck is next? It's out of control. Seriously, it's out of control. So, I just wanted to touch on that. Again, I don't want to see anything bad happen to the kid. But I just wanted to point that out, okay? Because it did bother me. Again, now if he made any other kind of remark, or there's anything that clarifies what he was saying, that you know, maybe it's being taken out of context. Like I said, I only saw a minute and a half to 2 minutes. Then please let me know, because I searched everywhere. I said there's got to be more to this, but that's all I could find. So there's that. Another stop on the crazy train. Here's a fun one for you. Mike Tyson, Iron Mike Tyson, Brooklyn's own heavyweight champ, is coming back, making a comeback. Okay, his next title fight is during Shark Week. This moron is going to climb into the fucking ocean and box a shark. You know something? I sincerely hope the shark bites his fucking hand off. I mean, the shark don't have ears. I don't know how he's gonna bite one of its gills. Okay, what is this guy thinking? Is he that broke? I'll cut him. This idiot is gonna get him. I hope they film a shark eating him. Come on, Mr. Shark. I mean, you know, I mean, he looks good. They had a commercial. He's in good shape for a guy his age. I'm not gonna say he ain't. You know, I wouldn't want to get in the ring with him. He looks like he could still throw a few deadly punches, but again, boxing a shark. Didn't you see last season with Shaquille O'Neal? The guy almost shit pizza into the fucking ocean. He saw a shark. I never seen somebody so big move so fucking fast. Okay? I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to fuck with a shark. Listen, when it comes to sharks, I don't mess around. I know I'm delicious. Okay? My body consists of mainly cured pork products and whiskey. If I was a shark, I'd come back and bite me too. Okay? I'd come back for seconds. If I even hear a shark in the vicinity, my ass stays on the beach. All right? So, Joe, there's your crazy fucking train news. All right? Redskins, Nick Cannon, and Mike Tyson. Now, before we close, I'd just like to leave you with a couple of my thoughts. You know, like every other week, I wander around, I go places, I see things, I make little mental notes of observations that I've seen. And unfortunately, this week I had to attend a funeral. I won't go into it, but, you know, there's a thing about funerals that just drives me up a fucking wall, okay? People. Not the people who attend the funeral. First of all, let's talk about wakes for a second, okay? There's a certain etiquette that a person should observe when going to a wake or a funeral. Okay? You're not going to a fucking sports bar. Show a little goddamn respect. Put on a pair of pants, a nice collared shirt, maybe a jacket. I get it, it's hot. You don't have to get all fucking duded up in a suit and tie and all that shit. But at least look presentable. Jeans and flip-flops and shorts and fucking t-shirts to a wake is so fucking disrespectful. I want to crack them in the fucking head and put them in the next casket. These people should be buried in a box full of fucking murder hornets. Okay? And then when they go to the funeral, I don't give a shit if you're just going to the fucking church. Learn how to dress yourself. Okay? But again, put on a fucking suit if you're a guy. Put on something nice if you're a girl. Okay? Don't go looking like you're going to the fucking beach. It drives me out of my goddamn mind. And then if you're gonna dress yourself, you know, use your fucking head. Like, yeah, I saw this woman. I don't know who she was. Wasn't a relative. Just, I guess, a friend. Well, first of all, she looked like a walrus. She looked like a bee. She looked like a yeti. I don't even want to say a walrus. Like her hair looked like about 7 or 8 woodland creatures use it as a shelter in a fucking home. Okay? So she's wearing orthopedic stockings because she wore She wears like a short skirt, right? And orthopedic stockings. Now, for those of you that don't know what orthopedic stockings are, they're like compression stockings. And she wasn't old. She was fairly on the young side. And the orthopedic stockings or compression stockings only come in one color. It's like a cross between a milky coffee and baby shit diarrhea. Okay? So, nobody really wants to see this. I get it, it's hot, wear pants. Or don't come. So she wears a skirt with the sock and then insisted on wearing flip-flops, so she cut the toe part of the stocking off. So, like, half of her foot's covered and the other half is her toes are exposed, so she can put it in a flip-flop. And, of course, her toenails looked like they were barnacles on the underside of the fucking Titanic. I instantly got nauseated, okay? And then wearing a fucking mask while at a wake, it's a necessary thing, I get it, but my God, it's just a pain in the ass. Halfway through the thing, you keep adjusting it, whatever, but, so, yeah. Learn how to dress. I saw another guy, he's wearing a toupee. I can't get away from people with toupees lately. I don't understand what the fuck it is. It's like they're coming out of the woodwork. This thing looked like a hat, too. And he's got, he's an old guy. And he's wearing, jeans that a kid would wear. And white deck shoes, and then a black shirt, and a tie that somebody must have tied for him in 1972, and he left it that way, and he just hangs it on his neck. Again, learn how to dress yourself. You're a guy... Go buy yourself a fucking blazer or a jacket, either black, navy blue. Get yourself a pair of pants, like a pair of gray pants, a white shirt, blue shirt. It ain't complicated, okay? You don't have to be all fancy. Just learn how to put yourself together, all right? I don't understand people. Another thing that fucking drives me insane, and I had this thing today, is people who can't speak English, and they get mad at you because you can't understand them, okay? Look, you come here, fine. You want to learn the language, you should, okay? But then when, you got, 3 or 4 words, and the rest of whatever you're saying is, you're popping and clicking, they're speaking backwards, or their accent's so fucking heavy, you keep going, what? What? Can you repeat yourself? And then they get pissed off? How about fungal? I hang up on you. I don't give a shit, okay? The fuck out of here. You can't speak the language. Then send emails. Okay? Which brings me to my next point. This is 2020. Okay? If you do not know how to use simple technology, like your cell phone, navigating a website, opening a fucking email, clicking on a link, then you should dive headfirst into a tub full of fucking murder hornets and honey. Okay? Seriously. Especially if you're in the business world. Okay? I deal with these people from time to time. They're like fucking assholes. I don't understand. They work. At work you have to deal with emails and shit, but they don't know how to click on a goddamn link. Nowadays, where everybody's social distancing, you can't go to work, Zoom is the way people communicate. You have conference calls. These people cannot fucking figure this out. They don't understand that the camera's here, you gotta talk into the microphone, you can't have 9 different fucking audio devices going at once, it becomes feedback, they don't know how to hit the button that says mute. The solution is simple. If you can't figure out simple fucking technology, kill yourself. Now, I know those people aren't going to see this show. You know why? Because they don't know how to click on a YouTube link. They certainly don't know how to fucking work Snapchat. Shit, I'm not stupid. I find Snapchat to be a little difficult to navigate sometimes. I get it, okay? And these fucking snowflakes that are always offended about something and always fucking you shouldn't say that. You can't say retarded anymore. I know sooner or later I'm going to get fucking sued for either saying midget or retard. Okay? But a retard is a medical diagnosis. When someone is retarded, they're medically diagnosed as being retarded. It means delayed or slowed. Okay? The speed of his walk is slightly retarded due to the fucking hitch in his knee. That's all. Okay? But people, you shouldn't say that. You should say developmentally disabled and this and that. Shut the fuck up. Okay? This is what happens when everybody gets a fucking trophy. Okay? I said this years ago, this isn't going to pan out well for the world. Okay? Oh, you're the last place winner, little John. Am I? Yeah. No. Listen. If I was your kid, and I came in second said to my father, "Hey, Pop, did I win? Did I do good?" "Oh, no, you lose. What are you going to do? You lose. That's it. The next time you try harder." Okay. No problem. My grandfather, on the other hand, would have fucking berated me for months. That's why I'm so tough. That's how you learn. Okay? You give every kid a trophy and a coloring book, they can't deal with things. If something doesn't go their way, they... That's why everybody, gets offended so easy. Then they gotta be thrown off of Facebook or silenced or this or that. Get the fuck out of here. Alright? Fucking snowflakes. Another thing that drives me nuts is people with stupid names. I came across a guy today whose name was Anal. Actually, his last name was Christmas. His name was Anal Christmas. What the fuck kind of drugs was his parents? Like, who looks at their kid and goes, I got a good idea. Let's name him Anal. Name him Anal, because that's how it all started, girl, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, who the fuck? This poor bastard must have gotten tortured as a child. Here comes Anal. Oh, Anal, you're leaking. So, on a positive note, and this is like simple things in life make me happy. Yesterday, I was on my way home. I was at the laundromat, and I was on my way home, and I saw a car show, just an impromptu car show in a parking lot. So I stopped to check it out. There just so happened to be a Carvel next door. And as I walk past, I see a guy coming out of the fucking Carvel with an ice cream cone with pistachio ice cream, soft serve pistachio ice cream. Now, here's a fun fact about me. I love soft serve pistachio ice cream. Don't ask me why, okay? I instantly get like a retarded kid on a short bus the second I see it, okay? I think I started clapping in the fucking parking lot when I saw it. That's how happy I got. So naturally, I said, so in I go. I get my ice cream cone, and I'm standing on the corner like a happy fat kid in fat camp. I definitely looked special. I probably needed a fucking helmet. Anybody driving past me, like, oh my goodness, bless his soul. Look at that. He went and got himself an ice cream all by himself. Anyhow, so I'm sitting there enjoying my ice cream, and I'm thinking to myself, why the fuck would anybody want frozen yogurt as opposed to ice cream? Like, I don't understand. First of all, it's just as fattening as fucking ice cream. Then you get all these fucking yogurt places where, you can create your toppings. Now, I've been in some of these places, okay? You tend to go a little fucking bananas. First of all, I can't stand the people that have to sample everything. Can I have a sample of that? It's fucking yogurt. It don't taste the same. It's got that yogurty tang. I don't want probiotics in my fucking dessert, okay? And then they got to put all kinds of different toppings, juju beads, and these little fucking colored bubble tea, or these little fucking I don't know what the fuck they call the little Corona balls from China. Okay, you bite into them, a little pop in your mouth, and next thing you know, you can't breathe. So, by the time you're done loading the damn thing up with toppings, it's like a fucking $19 frozen yogurt. And what did you get? It doesn't even taste good. It tastes like ass. Okay, fuck it. Life's too short. Have an ice cream once in a while. Made me happy for like 5 minutes until I thought about frozen yogurt and I got all pissed off. So, before we wrap, just a little public service announcement. Supposed to have a heat wave this weekend. It's going to be really fucking hot. And you know when it's hot, you know what people like to do? Show more skin. Now, for some people, hey, that's a good thing. For other people, not so much. Now, you guys have seen the show. You know how I feel about people who have feet that look like a camel fucking tap danced on them. Don't take them out and show anyone. Again, if your feet look mangled, don't take them out and show nobody. Nobody wants to see them. Okay? Some people can get away with wearing half shirts and stuff like that. Other people cannot. Again, before I started eating my ice cream, and I don't know how I was so excited about ice cream that this actually didn't make me lose my appetite. I see this girl, right? Young girl. Maybe 19, 20, and she's wearing a shirt, like a regular shirt, but her gut, at first I thought she was pregnant. I'm like, oh, well, okay, maybe she just doesn't have maternity clothes. But then I took a closer look. Wasn't pregnant. She just had a fat stomach, and it was like completely hanging out over her pants, and I'm like, ugh. Why? Listen, if it's that hot that you need to walk around, scantily clad, and you're maybe not, built for that, and guys too, okay? Stay home. Stand in front of the air conditioner. Spritz yourself down with a water bottle and stand there. Guys, again, if you're going to wear your fucking tank tops and your cut-off shirt, your tank tops and stuff, Manscaped, trim that back hair. Nobody wants to see a fucking shag carpeting with a t-shirt on it, okay? It's disgusting, okay? If your body hair is long enough that it could be fucking braided, you're doing something wrong, okay? So, there's your public service announcement. Like I said, it's going to be hot. Beaches are probably going to be crowded, so if you're going to go fucking early. Otherwise, stay home. That's what air conditioning was for. This has been your Friday wrap-up. Thanks for stopping in. Remember what I said. Tweet the channel link out to as many people as you can. See you when I see you.